Hello guys, welcome back. My name is Nathan, and today we're going to be taking a look at some jersey redesigns for all 31 NHL teams. Now, big shout out to Danny L. Craft on Twitter for these fantastic jersey redesigns. Go over to him on Twitter, make sure you follow him, great content over there. But he made redesigns and 4 different jerseys for every single NHL team, from the Arizona Coyotes to the Vegas Golden Knights. Every team here has some fantastic designs, and that's what we're going to be going over in today's video. And just looking through some of these jersey redesigns, these are absolutely fantastic. So, which jersey redesigns do I think are the best, the worst, and what do the jersey redesigns for your favorite NHL team actually look like? Watch till the end for all the jerseys and my opinions, and of course hit that subscribe button if you're new. Now we're going to start out today with the Atlantic Division and starting off the Maple Leafs, and I have jerseys on the left and the right of me as well, so we have as much content as possible. And there's 4 different jerseys redesigned for every NHL team. And with Toronto, there isn't anything too insane. The dark and the light jerseys are very similar to their regular jerseys, the same logo and the same colors. But you got that Toronto third jersey where you have the word mark, you have the white out logo, and then you have the insane amount of stripes on the arms as well. Then you have that freaking insanely amazing Drake inspired jersey. Now on the ice, I'm not sure how much I like it, since the Leafs logo on the arms is kind of a little bit weird to me, but I do like the inspiration, and all around, not a bad jersey set. And then you have the Montreal Canadiens, and there is a lot to like here. Nothing different about the dark jersey. Then you have the third jersey, which is freaking fantastic. Love the striping there. Easily my favorite white jersey in Canadiens history. And you also got the Heritage jersey on the right, which just looks absolutely solid in the Adidas. Then you go on to the Boston Bruins, and there are some pretty notable differences here. Even with the home and away, you have that yellow kind of stripe on the bottom, which makes it pop a little bit more, I would say, and also kind of pays homage to more of the Bobby Orr era with the Bruins. Then you go on to that third jersey, which is just a solid yellow, pretty much like their dark jersey, but again, more in the yellow side, which kind of makes it look good as well. Then you have the original jersey for the Bruins, the one with the B and the font and the crazy colors. You have that dark brown mixed with that yellow. I don't like the jersey whatsoever, but that kind of ambition is what you're going to see throughout this entire video. Then going on to the Detroit Red Wings, and there isn't anything different about the dark or the light jerseys, but you have the third jersey, which was like that Winter Classic game that they had, where you have that retro Detroit look, but you also have the 4 white stripes. But then you go into the Hockey Town jersey, and this is what really is unique. You have the Hockey Town font with a ton of different stripes. Then going on to the Ottawa Senators, and a redesigned look for the Sens home and away. You got that old logo kind of mixed with a more modern feel, I would say. And then you have the 03rd jersey, and then the 1883 Heritage all the way back then as a 4th jersey, kind of like the Ottawa 67s now. Then going on to the Buffalo Sabres, and again, nothing too insanely different about the home and away, but you got that 3rd jersey with that Sabres logo, and you got the flagship jersey here where you have that huge yellow stripe on the arms, which kind of reminds me of a Stadium Series, and I'm kind of digging it, not gonna lie. And then going on to my second favorite team, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and this set is honestly pretty beautiful. I really like what they did with the dark and light jerseys, where you had the striping, where you had the white and the subtle dark blue. I think it really makes it pop a lot more, and you also have the subtle kind of claw marks, I would say. I'm not sure what exactly that is in the armpits, which I think adds a little bit more flavor to it. Then you go on to the Storm jersey, which I'll give props for ambition. This is definitely unique. I'm not sure I like kind of the grayish, kind of fuzzy feeling, but you have the Thunderbolt on the shoulders, which is an A+ for me. And then you go on to the Florida Panthers, which it just kind of gets wacky from here. Now, the dark and the light jerseys are pretty much the same as they were, but you have the third jersey, which incorporates their helmet logo that they had for a couple of years in a fresh look. I like those stripes quite a bit. It definitely pops. You got the red, the brown, the white, and the black. It really does work, in my opinion. And then you go on to the Miami Vice jersey, and this thing is an absolute beauty. You have that same logo on the third, but more in that Miami Vice feel. Definitely is more in line with the Miami Heat we're doing, but just a slick jersey overall that, in my honest opinion, I would totally love to see. And then we're going to move on to the Metro Division, starting with the New York Rangers. And here there isn't much different about the dark and light, but you have the Liberty jersey coming back as a third, which I 100% appreciate. And then you have this kind of throwback to the New York Americans, where you have that kind of unique detail. And I really do like bringing back that team flavor. Not one of my favorite jerseys at all, but a kind of unique homage that would not be bad for a game or two, in my opinion. Then going on to the Islanders, and this is more of a reimagined set to a couple of decades ago, where they had that dark blue, which I think worked pretty well. Then you have that third jersey, which is completely orange. The logo kind of gets I would say, flushed out a little bit, but I still do like it. And then you have, of course, the Fisherman jersey, which is an absolute must. Now going on to the Philadelphia Flyers, nothing too different about the dark and light jerseys, nothing different about the third jersey, which they used this year too, but you end up having the Quakers jersey, which is kind of in line with what they had in the Stadium Series a year ago, but much more stripes, a darker feel, especially on the bottom, and you have those dark black shoulders, which I personally actually like a lot. Then going on to the Pittsburgh Penguins, and this is interesting because he put the away jersey and made it the third. You have the dark jersey, and then you have the light jersey, which is technically a yellow jersey, which is definitely interesting. And then you go into the City of Champions jersey, where you have the yellow coming up throughout the kind of back of it, and then you have like the Steelers almost stripes on the arms, definitely paying homage to the Steelers. And then on to the New Jersey Devils, and there's nothing too insane about this. They go back more to the 2000/2010s days, where you have the black stripe on the arms. You also have the black third jersey, which I know Devils fans have wanted for such a long time, and I do agree with that. It looks nice here, it looks professional. Then going on to the Carolina Hurricanes, and this is definitely one of the more experimental teams in this one. You have the dark and light, which again, the light going back to the original Canes logo, but you have a lot less color here, but you also go back to the checkerboard pattern. Not my favorite of all of these, but definitely experimental. The third jersey going back to the one they had a few years back, and the Storm Surge one, which is like a gray kind of tropical feel. I'm not sure if I like it too much, but it definitely is way too different compared to some of the other jerseys. Then you have Columbus, where again, you have a little bit more experimentation, especially in the home and away. You have that stripe on the bottom, which I think actually makes it look really good. Then you go on to the Buckeye State jersey, which incorporates some of the state logo of Ohio. You have the Columbus across the middle. Not a big fan of the Columbus Blue Jackets logo on the jersey, but that itself, as a heritage jersey, is not bad at all. Then you go on to the Washington Capitals, and man, they just got it exactly correct here. You have the Washington Capitals logo, you have it absolutely amazing, the eagle, then you have a third jersey with the W on it, and that weird patriotic, but I'm kind of digging it. You know, it's kind of insane to have that like American logo on the sleeves, but it's the right amount of insane that for me it kind of works. Now we're going to go for the Central, the West, and then the Pacific Division. And we're going to start at the Central with the St. Louis Blues. Of course, with the home and away, it's changed from what they currently had to the Winter Classic, and you go on the white, you have that more heritage feel logo, which I think looks very good. You have the third jersey, which they had in the 2010s, which is one of my favorite Blues jerseys. And then you have the Arc City jersey, which again incorporates a lot of Missouri, a lot of that feel. Then going on to my favorite team, the Dallas Stars. And this one is bold, I'll say that. Now, he goes for the gold in the Stars logo, and I personally am not the hugest fan of that. It kind of makes it a little more darker, kind of a feeler, more rugged, and I'm not quite sold on it. But when it comes to the striping, especially on the away jersey, I do like it quite a bit. And then the Lone Star jersey, which kind of is like a Western feel. You have a little bit of texture there, which makes it look a little bit more like sandy, kind of dry dirt, to where it kind of is unique. You have the Dallas Stars logo as well, which I definitely do support. Then going on to the Chicago Blackhawks, again, very subtle differences, but then you have the third jersey, which they had in the early 2010s, which I like quite a bit. And then you go on to the Windy City jersey, which pays homage to Chicago, the colors there. It would definitely be a unique situation for them to go to that. You have the blue, you have the light red. It would be really weird to see this actually as a Blackhawks jersey, but as like a weird spin-off jersey, I don't mind it. Then going on to the Avalanche, and there is a lot to go through here. You have the third jersey, which is the the Colorado State flag. I think with the blue and the red looks great. Red being burgundy, my mistakes. And then you have the Rocky Mountains jersey where you have the actual imprints of the original Colorado State flag with the blue, with the white, and I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up like as a Stadium Series jersey. Then going on to the Winnipeg Jets, and this is easily, in my opinion, one of the best sets here. You have the dark and the light, and I really love how that red and white clashes with that jersey. That just makes it pop, in my opinion, especially in the light jersey. And then you have the whiteout jersey, which I think just visualizing this in the playoffs with the Winnipeg whiteout would be way too cool to see. But again, as I said before, it's the type of craziness that I do actually support. Then going on to the Nashville Predators, and there is a lot of craziness in this one as well. You have the dark and light jerseys. I'm not sure if I like that light one when it comes to the shoulders where you have that blue coming across it. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I think it works for the dark jersey, more of the feel of the early 2010s, where that jersey, in my opinion, is way better than what they have now. But then you go on to the Music City jersey, and this is just as ambitious as it gets, really. You have that shoulder logo as the prevalent one. You have the 5 kind of subtle stripes on the arms. I'm not sure I'm the biggest fan of it, but in terms of experiments and just making it work, I think that would definitely pay homage to the Music City feel. And then you go on to the Minnesota Wild, who have that dark and light jersey where you have just that super dark green, but you also have some white, that cream color complementing the red, which I think works quite a bit. And then you have the North Stars jersey, which is just absolutely absolutely beautiful. Then you go on to the Pacific Division and you have the Mighty Ducks rebrand coming here. You have the third jersey, you have the original Mighty Ducks jersey. All the heritage is here, all of it is fantastic, and it all looks great. Then going on to the Canucks, where you have a lot of feel of the green really coming in, and I really love what he did with the logo, having that green outline. To me, it really does pop, and especially with the white with the dark blue, I think it looks very good. And then you have the Chinese Heritage jersey, which honestly looks absolutely brilliant, but with the Canucks logo, with that dark blue, and I think it just looks great. Then you go on to the Vegas Golden Knights, and not too many huge differences in the home and away, but you get rid of the red stripe, you get more of a sandy feel, you have that stripe on the bottom, and you pretty much just go more basic. Then you have the third jersey, which has that kind of dark brown, but you also have the poppiness of the gray and the white. And then you have the Las Vegas Knights jersey, which just pays homage to the whole Las Vegas brand, has that Las Vegas skyline on the bottom. A lot of subtle differences. You have the green, the yellow, the red striping, which is just absolutely magnificent. Then going on to the Edmonton Oilers, and you go back to the blue jerseys. Then on the white you have the normal ones. The third jersey is the green, or not the green, the orange ones that they had originally a couple years back as a third. And then you have the Great One jersey where you have that oranged out Oilers jersey / logo. And then you have the blue, you just have the common stripes. And I think this is a pretty solid set. I personally love the orange jerseys they have now, but you can't go wrong with that blue in my opinion. Then you have the Calgary Flames, and there is a lot to like here in my opinion. You have the white logo as the normal, but you have the white, you have the yellow, you have the black. The third jersey is bringing back the horse logo, which is absolutely Grav approved, just absolutely rocks here. And then you have the Calgary Stampede logo and jersey, which just pays homage brilliantly to the Calgary area and the Stampedes there. Honestly, it isn't my favorite jersey of all time, but that word mark, that kind of style definitely does work. Then going on to the LA Kings, where you go back to the purple, you go back to the yellow, you go back to everything, and it's just brilliant. And then you got this silver and black, which pays homage to their Stanley Cup wins. I think it's a really sleek jersey. I really like that word mark actually for the Kings. It's different, but I do appreciate it. Then going on to the San Jose Sharks, where you have the gray on the bottom, gray on the stripes. I think the gray is a little bit too big in my opinion here, but it still works. You got the third jersey where they had their shoulder patches as the main logo, and then you got the Silicon Valley jersey where it's basic, but you also got the designs on the sleeves like they did in the All-Star game a couple years back. And then last but not least, the Arizona Coyotes. You go with more Kachina feel in the dark and away, bringing a lot more patterns and a lot more separation. And then you go into the Desert Low jersey, which I think just is super interesting. I'm not sure if I like it, but the gradient, it's kind of weird, it's kind of wacky. I don't think I like it, but again, when we're talking about experimental things, that's absolutely unique. I don't know if I can't even say words right now. It's just that unique. But those are the redesigned jerseys we're going to be going over today, boys. Thanks so much for watching. Again, big shout out to Danny Kraft on Twitter. Follow him if you haven't. Great content over there when it comes to jersey designs. And of course, with this video, I need to hear y'all's thoughts. Let me know down in the comments down below what your thoughts were on these jerseys. What did you like most? What did you not like? And everything in between. Of course, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Comment down below your thoughts, share this video, get it out there, and click on this card right here to watch all of my rankings right in one playlist. My name is Nathan, and I'll see you guys next video or stream, cutting all the time here. Goodbye.